Hello from the Maldives. I have not filmed a video here with this background, which I feel like is kind of a shame, but it's also kind of windy, very hot, and probably not the easiest to film in. I've done a few TikToks, but no YouTube videos necessarily. So I wanted to actually get one out quickly about a concept that is very helpful when reading and looking at charts. What is a planet, what is a sign, what is a house, and how do we read them all together? Because I've talked about the signs, the planets, the aspects, the houses, and astrology. All will be linked down below in my beginner, like 101, what you need to learn series. But how do we put them all together, and how do we exactly understand how they fit? So this is a metaphor that I find very helpful, that many people have, learned from as well, and I wanted to share it. So as I've explained previously, the chart in astrology is a map of the planets at your time of birth. It is therefore a map of your entire life, not just a map of your psychology. Certain parts of your chart will relate more to your mind, to your preferences, to your personality, to your behavior. Other parts of your chart will have to do much more with your life, circumstances that happen to you, your business, money, family, parents, kids. Much of your chart has nothing to do with your identity, but will deal with situations that therefore shape your identity. So the first thing we have to understand is that a chart is a chart of your life. It's a map of your life and what's to come. It is not a personality analysis. There are parts of it, and you can relate the event shown to what would happen in someone's personality. But first and foremost, we're looking at the chart of someone's life, not the chart of someone's personality itself. There are aspects of that in the chart. So the planets in astrology are the foundational building blocks that you have to learn and understand in order to interpret the signs. Planets are the actual moving pieces. They are the actors, so to speak. TLDR, planets are actors, signs are their role, houses are the area of life, and aspects are the way that they're relating intermixed one another. So planets being the actors, those are the foundational people that you need in the play. You cannot have a show, a movie, anything without actors, even if they're animated or even if it's like a landscape, you're gonna have actors in the trees or the animals or whatever. So planets are the actors and the signs are the role that they're playing. Daniel Craig is always going to be Daniel Craig. When he's playing James Bond, he's playing something different than another role. Like Liam Neeson in Taken is very different than Liam Neeson. I can't even think of another fucking, why am I picking these like random ass, not random, but I'm picking some weird guys. But basically, an actor is always who he is, but depending on the role that he's playing, that's going to manifest slightly differently, just how a planet is always what it is. Mercury is always communication and intellect, but in Gemini, it's going to be a lot faster paced, versus in Taurus, it's going to be slow, steady, wins the race, but it's always going to be about communication. So planets are the actors, signs are the role that they're playing, and the houses are the area of life. Area of life can be like the setting, or what time period was that in for that movie. I'm getting really hot and I'm on my knees right now, so I'm gonna like get up and try to walk around with this instead. So the house is the area of life that this is happening in. So an actor might be playing, a king or a princess. Is it in 18th century Europe, or is it in 2nd century Israel or Israel? Oh my God, Jerusalem, Jesus Christ, Middle East. That was a terrible moment. So is it in, like, what is the area of life? Where is this actually happening in? Aspects are the communication. So aspect lines in a chart are the lines that show planets connecting to one another at different angles. That is showing the interaction between all of the planets in what setting. Like in houses, that's showing the areas of life. The aspects are then like, okay, this is the relationship. Is it easy? Is it hard? Is it dynamic? Do they ignore each other and there is no relationship? So planets are the actors, signs are the role that they're playing, houses are the areas of life, and aspects are the interaction between the planets in all those things. Hope this is helpful. Hope it's a little bit of a cool rundown. I did a quick TikTok on it, but I wanted to elaborate a bit more here, because when you understand that, you can create a literal method. You can create I should have just had my camera here. This is much easier. You can create a literal method in totality, where it's planet in a sign, okay, that's the archetype. In an area of life, that's the house. What's the aspect? Okay, that's what's going on. So I find that helpful. Let me know down below any questions that you have, and hope that this clarifies that for you all.